Hello everyone, Slick4 Gaming here. In today's video, we are playing Cotton Wars free, and this is possibly going to be my final video for this game. I will be trying other games in the future, but possibly, I'm not sure yet. I haven't fully decided on it yet, but for now, let me first tell you about this video, which will be a top 7 new tips and tricks for 2018, since there's been a few updates since my last tips and tricks videos, and I have decided to make one for all new players as well as ongoing players, for everyone mostly. So hope you find this video useful. And before we get into things, I will also say that this account which I have here, and I also have another account with a fine sword, they are both still for sale. So if you are interested in purchasing them, again I am saying purchasing them, not getting them for free. If you want to purchase them, email me at slick4gaming@gmail.com with how much you want to pay for it, and I will most likely sell it to you. Don't worry about the price, just let me know and I will see if I can sell it to you or not. I already have a few offers, but none of them have paid yet, so that is why I am relisting this right now. So jumping straight into the video, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and don't forget to subscribe to my second channel, SalsTech. Thanks for watching again, hope you enjoyed this video. So the first tip or trick will be basically the best units to have in this game, and the best unit to have in this game is of course the well-known Sword Ninja. So this is the best unit in the game, since it's the strongest in the game for adventure, for siege, for everything really, and it's easiest to get as well. So all you need to do is, if you get the 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, 6-star, anything, or even 7-star, keep it and evolve. You evolve them together and you get the star above until you reach the 7-star. Once you get the 7-star, you have it as a success. Again, these are the best units in the game because they're the best skilled units in the game, which will be in the next tip on how you could get them skilled. But for now, this is the number 1 best unit in the game. Another unit which you must have in the game is the Amante. Another unit which is a very good unit in the game. It's possibly one of the best of the best, since the damage it does with its skill is well over 100 million. Again, if you get the 6-star, 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, well, there is no 3-star, but if you get any of them, just evolve them until you could get the 7-star. Another good unit, strong unit in the game, is the Titan tank, the Neopod. So as you can see, there is all the way up to 4-star, so if you get them, you may as well keep them, since the skill is also extremely strong, and when phase 5, over 100 million damage. Again, all of these units are stronger than most rares when skilled fully, so do not think that you need rares to beat this game. All you need is one of these few units, a few of them in your team. As you could see, this one has a bullet, so that's it. Another unit which is very strong in this game is also the Titan pistol, which has again over 100 million damage when phase 5 skilled. But not only that, it also heals himself, which is a very useful unit to have in siege, and he is also as fast as the tank and Amante. Not as fast as the Sword Ninja, but will catch up soon enough. And since it goes all the way back to having a 2-star, you could keep it and you could evolve it all the way onto a 7-star to get the unit. So again, very easy to beat this game. All you need is one of these units. Archer is also, surprisingly, another very strong unit to have in the game, since the skill does even more damage than the Amante. However, it doesn't go through everyone, unfortunately. It goes through a certain area, but still it does over 100 million damage, and that's why I would recommend it as a unit to have in your siege team. Also, you could evolve it from a 2-star, so Very easy to get this unit. Now the final unit I would recommend in this game is, of course, the Angel. Angel is always needed in this game, so if you ever get a 7-star, 6-star, 5-star, 4-star, even 3-star, keep it and evolve it, because this is the only unit which can heal your units in the game and is easy to get by evolving. And once you get it, of course, you can skill it to help it your team, since the skill is even pretty strong and does quite a fair amount of damage. And of course, keep it. That's the main thing, since you could use him in team battles, siege, mainly siege and team battle, where he will become most useful at. Now going on to some of the rare units, I'm gonna also recommend some of these and go through them as well, to tell you which ones are worth keeping and which ones are not. One which is worth keeping is the FIREMONSTER. 5-star, 6-star and 7-star. The skill is extremely damaging and does well over, again, 100 million damage. Again, it is a very weak unit, but the 7-star, I'm sure you could get a pet to increase its health, so this is a unit worth keeping. The next unit is, of course, the Blue Steel Dinosaur. This is also a very strong unit. The skill is extremely damaging and destroys bosses and everything. So I would also keep this one, because I have tested the skill and it is a very useful unit. The Armour Dragon is very, very strong. Probably one of the strongest in the game. And the skill is also useful in adventure and spiral and everything else, since it is a poison which spreads across a wide area of units. So again, if you get the 4-star, 5-star, 6-star, make sure you keep it. The Black Knight is an extremely strong unit to have. The damage is extreme, does well over 80 million damage, so I would keep him, especially since he attacks from the front and his skill would damage a lot of other units. And he has a very fast attack too, as well as knockback. So if you get any of these, of course these are the most rare units, there's no need to explain them. They've been around in the game for a long time and they are the best units in the game. They are the Fine Sword, the Dragon Fighter, the Hell Dragon, and the Tron. These are all very good units to keep in the game. Of course, if you get any Gunners, keep them too, since all of them are strong in the game. Now moving on to the next tip, we have awakening a unit. So once you have a unit that you like the Sword Ninja, once you made him and he is not skilled yet, there are many ways to skill a unit. Of course, my only way I would use is to make them a 7-star first and then trying to awaken them. That is the way I would do it personally. So how do you do this? It's pretty simple. All you have to do is click on the unit you want to awaken. For me, I will take, for example, the Black Knight. And you see up here, it says awaken. I will click on awaken here. When I click on awaken, you will have your skill cards, and all you would have to do here is just click on different things and pay, of course, only 126. Don't click free, because you would have to pay green crystals or purple crystals. 4% may seem low, but it's still possible. So you have to just keep going until your unit gets awakened. You may get a lot of failures. Do not worry about that. All you have to do is just keep clicking special skill awakening until your unit awakens, like how I am doing. You will eventually get it, like I just did. My unit just became a success after 3 or 4 times. Now yours might take longer. Just be patient. I once took 100 times, once it took twice, so it's very random. Hopefully you could skill yours very quickly and easily like this. That is how I have all of my skilled units. All of my units are skilled. The next tip for today is the spiral, dungeon spiral, infinity spiral, right in the center. This is a very simple idea. This came out in the news update. So you need either a gunner, which I have a gunner, as you could see. I normally use my best gunner with a backup gunner here. So you basically go through different levels of a dungeon until you reach a certain amount. Of course, you need to be in the top 30 to receive any awards, but top 30, the lowest you would have to be is stage 48. All you do is play the stage. Once you clear the stage, you will get a ranking. If you are in the top 30 at the end of the day, you will receive this award. So you could end up getting 250 crystals daily or 150 crystals daily just from this, which is very good. Also, make sure you play this once a day, because even if your ranking shows you are on, let's say, stage 48, if you don't play for one day, you will fall from the stage and you won't get as much reward as it might show. Same thing goes for defense. Defense is a similar thing to adventure. You play with other people. For example, if I click on 71 right now, it's more like an adventure type of thing where you just need to clear the stage. As you could see, he's going. And I just beat the stage at stage 71. You get 8,000 gold or 7,000 gold depending on the stage, and of course you get to go on the actual stage too. See, I will get 100 crystals now since I am number 14. So the next tip or trick is for gunner mode. As you can see, I already have a gift box in the top left next to my unit. It's pink with a blue ribbon. When you see a unit with one of those boxes, make sure you kill him. Right now it's this Black Knight. You could see it's counting down. Kill him before the countdown, so you could get the box added. In this box there is normally gunner shards. So this tip for today's next tip, it's about shards, unit shards, and how useful they are in the game. So what shards are basically pieces to get unit to unlock it. I will explain how they work as soon as this finishes. So as you could see, I got a unit shard right now, and again, first thing I'm gonna do is first switch Wi-Fi to 4G to get my free pieces by clicking the glitch, which you all know of. And of course, I will go back and show you. In those gift boxes, sometimes there are shards. Now, what you do with shards is simple. For 4-star units, you need four of these types of shards to unlock the unit. As you can see, for 5-star, you need 5. And that's how it works. You also get shards for gunner units. As you could see, I have a few for this and a few for this, which means I could get 2 of this unit. By clicking on the shard, I will unlock 2 of the units. And of course this works with most units, even rares you could get the shards for, like the Black Knight. Also, you don't need to actually use it right now. You could end up saving them, like here I have 13, I'm planning to reach 16 and then clicking them since I do not have space in my castle. So this is shards. You just click on it when you reach 4, when you get 4 from gunner mode after farming gunner, and then you get the actual unit, a paper box knight. So that's how it works. It's pretty simple, and it basically saves you from having to farm adventure. You could just keep farming gunner. Okay, so the next tip which we will talk about is actual gunner units. What is the best type of gunner units? As you know, there are a few different types. There's the pistol, which you should all know about. There is the archer. There is the javelin thrower, which are these. Oh, and there is the AK-47, which are all of these. And then there's the bazooka, which is all of these. And after that there's the mages, which are all of these wizards and stuff. After that we have new rare units, which are the shuriken throwers and the bunnies, as well as these guys here, which is the dragon speeders. So out of all of these, which are the best for you to keep? Well, it's not a very easy question, but I will help you to see what is the best to keep. Firstly, I want to say, if you get pistols, keep them. Pistols, even though are not very strong in gunner mode, since they are close range, they are still very important units to keep, since pistol is the best unit, one of the best units to have in the game for siege and adventure, since the skill is so strong, as I said in the first tip. Because of that, these gunner pistols are one of the best to have. As you could see, their stats are much higher than the original pistol. Because of these pistol gunner units are must-haves in this game. So after that, we have archers. Archers also, are in the top 10 best units to have in the game. So of course the gunner version, since it has way more higher stats, are also recommended to keep in this game, since the skill, again, is extremely strong. Now, if we're not talking about having them in siege or adventure and just for gunner mode, pistols are not very strong to have, unfortunately, so I would, even though I still recommend to have them, for using it in gunner, I wouldn't use it as my main unit. Archers as well, one shot at a time and very slow attacks, I would also not recommend using it unless you get this S-class gunner, which you could see, the skill here, there are two skills. It has a skill called Pierce. What Pierce does is this attack goes through more than one unit, which becomes very useful as a skill. Of course, if you do get any of these units, make sure one thing is correct. Now we're gonna go through the next one, which is Javelin, another very bad unit to have, gunners. So the best gunner to have is pretty clear. We got the AK-47s, which are long range and attack multiple units. We have the Mage as well, which have 3 times attack, since there's 3 lightning, so 3 waves. These are also very strong units to have in the game. Of course, you also have these new rares like the Shuriken Ninja and the Bunny and the new car. I don't know about this one, I've never tested it, but the Bunny and the Shurikens are both very good units to have, since they both use their skills, their actual attack very quickly. As you would see now when I'm playing this gunner mode, you should see that his attacks are super fast and he is fast himself. You see? Very quick attacks, so a very useful unit to have, as well as a very fast unit itself. So, now that you know which are the best gunners, you should be able to jump straight into it. So, now that we are on the 6th tip, I will be talking about lab. I've talked about this before in other tips and tricks videos, but I will go over it again since I've seen so many comments and so many people still talking about not knowing what to do in the skill lab. So skill lab is pretty obvious what you need. First, you need to just unblock as many as you can to try to go to mana. These 3 are the mana ones. Of course, this recharges some MP when the game starts is the most important. So level 5, this one first at 35%. Then move on to the next one, which you can level, and then go to this one. So make sure you level 3 this first. Mana. This recharges MP during a specific time. This is quite useful as well. But the most important are this one, which is easy start, and this one, which is giant mana orb. These will give you the most mana and let you start off with the most mana. Then after that you could level 5 this one too, which is mana. After that, another very important lab research which a lot of people don't know about is this one, which is called Quick Draw. This decreases cooldown when arrow launcher is hit. What this one does is very simple. It basically cooldowns your unit every time your castle is being hit by units. So when you let out units and another unit comes and destroys your units and starts destroying your castle, your unit would quickly cool down. If this is level 5, after 2 or 3 hits you could send out your unit again. So this is a very important thing to level 5. Another thing to level 5 is the Arrow of Loyalty. This just decreases the damage that other units can put on your castle. So another important thing to level 5. Going to units, you also want to level 5. Knockback resists attack HP of all your units as well as knockback rates. You want to do the same for all of them, as you could see, and of course if you want every single one, do it. After that, if you're low on mana, you could even level 5 these, which decreases the mana cost for bringing out the units. Now going to the 7th and final tip of this video, which is gunner skills. Pretty simple on this term. For gunner skills, it's the skills that your gunner has, which will only be used in gunner modes. So I will explain this very quickly. As you could see, for my pumpkin staff, it has 2 gunner skins. There's a gold increase and a bomb drop. The gold increase is pointless for me, but the bomb drop, which drops a large amounts of bombs over the whole area, is very useful in the game, since it kills many units in the game. And when you level 5 it or level it up, it not only increases the duration of the bomb drop, but also the damage of the bombs. So make sure you max level it. Now there are many different types of skills I can show you. One is teleport, which helps you teleport across places, and there's evil hand, which is like a slap, and there are other ones which is like a screwdriver, EXP increase, and then we got more, which is sword thrust, which is again all across the area, blaze, which is a fire, which is right behind you. But the most important ones are for archers, such as archers and other units which throw things, like the ninja. As you could see, healing and pig skill is also one of the best skills to have. As you could see, I've kept most of them, but this one, which is very important, is called Pierce. What Pierce does is this unit's attacks go through multiple units. It's very useful since javelins and stuff already have high attacks. With this, the attacks also go through multiple units. Now what's important is for you to test them out to make sure the skill is good. Even though in King of Gunner you may not be able to see it, how truly strong it is, you might get an idea of how the skill looks. So basically just go to King of Gunner, start it with some tickets, and look how the skill looks. For example, in this King of Gunner we have the pig skill and that other skill. What we do is come here and then click on the pig skill, and we see, oh look, they made pigs. What's this one? We click on this. So this is the large damaging one. But does it actually hit the units? Well, not so much. As you saw, it did damage them a tiny bit, but not completely. So seeing it like that, you should get another idea of whether you want to unlock the skill or not. But remember, they are very useful to have. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video was useful to you. I don't know if it was very useful or not, but if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel, as I will be uploading tips and tricks not only for Cartoon Wars 3 but other games. I will be bringing more video gameplay tips and tricks soon to this channel, so make sure you're subscribed. And again, if you're interested in buying this account or any other Cartoon Wars 3 account, feel free to message me at slick4gaming@gmail.com or leaving a comment below with how much you're offering. Thanks again for watching and have a great day. Bye guys.